you're
I
trying to
feel like
no, I think that you're trying to bring women into this discussion, and we're talking specifically about men because you don't want to take accountability. So why don't you just say that men don't like going to therapy and just leave it at that? Because most women go and get help with their childhood trauma, and we believe in talking about our emotions and communicating because we're better at communicating than men. So just take accountability for the fact that men are just not the best communicators. Don't make this a men and woman thing because there's
okay, the first thing I'm going to say to that, not getting off subject, but women are not better communicators. They just talk more, they babble more than men, and they talk in circles more. So they talk more. That does not mean they're better communicators. Just because a man knows how to say what he has to say with a certain amount of words and a woman has to go all over the damn world does not mean she's a better communicator. I just wanted to say that.
I'll agree with you on that.
we're
Thank you.
more emotionally intelligent than you
No,
guys. So
y'all are more emotionally unstable.
Ooh.
we're
Stop
better
it.
at a lot of things.
Stop.
Communication and emotional intelligence are just some things. But just take accountability for the fact that men are just not at that good at communicating and need
And
to
gay,
go
right?
and seek therapy. And sometimes they are closeted. And that's a shame, but you've never seen a guy who was like very handsome and had all his stuff together. He just couldn't find a girl. And here he is, like 40 or 50 years old, with like just no kids. And he's just like trying his best to move throughout the world because he doesn't want to say he's gay. It happens all the time.
It
Yes,
is.
It depends too.
Yeah.
You have a lot of like there's a lot of military guys that just move a lot. They go all over the place. They meet women here. I mean, you meet somebody in the military, child, they know somebody everywhere.
Right.
Any state they go to, they got a little sneaky link or just somebody that they know. You know what I mean? So, it depends on a man's way of life too. Because if you're gonna be with a woman, you have to pull her into your life. Like she's gonna have to fit into your life. And
Mhm.
some men, when they get in the bag, they're on a go. They work they have these jobs. Most of them own businesses or bring in money where they have to be very involved in what they're doing. So sometimes they don't have the time. You know what I mean? They kind of push that off because they have so many things working for them rather than against them.
And that's kind of like where I'm at to speak for myself. Um, what if I find somebody, I find somebody. If I don't, I don't, because I'm good like I am. Like my life is great, right?
but
And
are you thriving? Like, I mean, to be this amazing man, handsome,
yes,
educated, black. I
yeah.
mean, all of this greatness and not to partake or partner with another amazing, woman. I mean, how do you go on in life? Just, I mean, I know you say you're good either way. Yeah, that's a positive mindset, a win-win
Mm.
situation. But I mean, to have all of that and you tell me like you can't partner with somebody.
Well, no, it's not that I can't partner with somebody. My life is a little bit different than the typical guy. I
Mhm.
actually travel the country, and when I travel the country, I'm not surrounded, but the podcast is surrounded by thousands of women, right?
Mhm.
And they're throwing themselves on us or whatever. JR has been there. JR has seen it. Like it's crazy. So to have a woman, because the thing about it is I like to consider women, right? What they see and what they got to deal with. Does she want to go? Does she want to be involved with all that stuff? Does she feel like she has to go to keep an eye on me? Because if she doesn't go, is she going to be thinking like, man, I bet he's doing this and doing that, right? So to a certain degree, what she has to deal with, wondering what I'm doing, and what I got to deal with, trying to prove to her that I'm not doing nothing. Sometimes, depending on who she is, who the hell wants to deal with that?
You need therapy. It's okay to say that you just have you ever had therapy before?
I had therapy like what, 6 months ago?
Oh my God. You're supposed to have it every week.
Well, you don't go to a therapist every week for the rest of your life. I
Little
You're
ago.
did.
supposed
I was.
to.
I did therapy every week 6 months ago for about 5 months.
So why'd
But
you stop?
you don't sit in therapy for the rest of your life. What are you talking about? You learn tools, you get a better understanding of what you did wrong or what you are doing wrong, change your thinking a little bit. You learn from them, they learn from you, how you operating, and they're like, all right, you good. And you separate and what are you talking about? Have you been to therapy? I know
Yes,
you ain't been to no therapy.
every week. And I feel like the way that you communicate and your verbiage when you talk about certain things, I think you need to go back to therapy.
You run around calling dudes gay because they ain't got no they ain't got a
I didn't call
woman.
anybody gay.
About?
I didn't call anybody gay. I just said that sometimes men can be closeted and they don't want to say
You
it.
said the first reason why these dudes you start looking. Well, I just feel like they gay. I
That's
just feel
not what
like y'all gay.
I mean, but don't act like that's not 2023. I mean, it is what
Yeah,
it is.
I get it. That's what I didn't really argue with that notion because some of these dudes do be doing it. I get it. But the first thing that comes out your mouth, because they gay.
That's not what I said. I
You
said
need therapy.
I want y'all to hold that real quick. Go ahead, Sierra, then we get some of the other gentlemen there. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna agree with what LetGo was saying about it depends on the lifestyle of the man because like for me, speaking for myself, right? If you dating somebody that is a creator or somebody that is into entertainment, right? Like it is a different lifestyle as opposed to dating a person that works a regular 9 to 5. So it's a different culture when you're dealing with someone that doesn't have a 9 to 5 and works 40 hours a week, where their schedule does require, like he said, traveling or things like this with podcasts and stuff like that. So I do meet a lot of single men that are creators because women typically want to be grounded, right? And build a foundation and have a household and be stationed somewhere. And when you are dealing with someone who is a creator or in the industry, right? Like it's hard, like military even, right? It is hard to have a woman that fully, I guess, understands that it's not going to be your typical I'm home all the time, every week, all day type of man. Like I have to entertain different women because it is a part of my job, right? I have to engage in conversation and have relationships with women. So I agree with what he's saying in regards to that. I do agree with that, though. That's true.
Yeah, some women can't deal with that, and I respect that. I'm not gonna run a woman. I'm not gonna turn around. What's wrong with you? Why you don't trust me? I'm not gonna go through all that because I understand why you don't trust me because you're a human. It is what it is.
To give that woman that reassurance.
exactly.
So I date someone who is constantly on the road, a musician. I'm secure. I'm very much secure around women. I've seen women even like sort of grope him. But I'm secure because I know who I am. I know what table I have. I know who I am. And so he gives me the insurance that I need, where I don't have to question what, when he's away, what he's doing. Everybody has a choice.
So
But
what is the reinsurance looking like?
he makes me feel secure in our relationship, then I don't have to worry about that.
By doing what? You say he gives me reassurance. What is he doing actually?
Well, I was saying like this, like I can feel it. I know that, he loves me unconditionally, that, but I don't know. It's just that I'm not insecure. I don't look at women as a threat because I know who I am. I don't have to tear down another woman to build myself up. If she bad, she bad. If she looking great, I'm not about that. And so I feel like the woman that would be best suited for you, a characteristic would be a very secure woman. She knows who she is. And if she knows the type of man that you are, then, it'll just be a wonderful partnership. Relationship. But I pray that you connect with who you're supposed to connect with. But yeah, she's definitely going to have to be secure. And
So
you
let me
have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to make sure that she has that. And I just don't have the language. Maybe the ladies can support me, but I just don't have the language to sort of say what that is that he does for me. Like now I'm going to have to talk more, figure that thing out. I just don't have the language right now, but it's something that he does constantly that I'm just like, I know this man has eyes for me and I can feel it. I know.
I just want to tell you that he does not love you unconditionally. Get fat and see what happens. He's gonna get rid of your ass, just for the record. Just so
actually, that's not true.
Just don't get fat.
You know what? I don't, you know, I've gained a couple of pounds here and there, but
Why? That means you don't love him.
what do you mean? I keep myself fit for me. Self-care starts with me.
You see
He
how you
loves me.
change that? You
He loves
see how
me.
you just change that though? Now you do things for you, but he loves you unconditionally. So he's doing all these things for you, right? And you're getting fit or staying fit for you. Why don't you stand fit for him also? Like for both of y'all.
About it. You know how how people have that old saying like, oh, you know, these two incomplete people. No, I'm a whole woman. I came to him whole. And so before I met him, I was already swimming. I was already working out. I'm already a dancer. So, you know, I have all of this stuff I was already doing. So when I partner with him, yeah, I'm going to still show up. I'm going to show up for the relationship, but I'm also showing up for Stacey.
That's good. Just don't become a woman and a half. You'll be okay. Just stay a whole woman. You'll be good.